Very respected trainer of the first day of 3 days Yoga Day celebrations of SASF ICA, Ms. Nega Banu from Bangalore, Chairman of CSR Committee of SASCA Pambanna. My colleague is Secretary of SASC Panaraj sir. My colleagues in this great profession and other participants of this morning session. Pleasant and happy good morning to all of you. Around a fortnight back, SARC organized a 1 week session on pranayama. The program received all-round appreciation from the members, which gave us to organize programs with the emphasis on healthcare, especially in the trying times of today. Once the thought came to us to organize another similar healthcare related programs, we decided to have 3 days Yoga Day celebrations and close on the International Yoga Day to be observed on 21st June. It is a great pleasure, and on behalf of SARC, I heartily extend our warm welcome to today's yoga trainer, Ms. Nega Madam, and express our sincere thanks to her. I also extend our warm welcome to all the members and their family members and other participants to this mind-refreshing yoga program. There are multifarious benefits that accrue when one practices yoga, and we have in this 3-day program taken 3 key aspects: yoga for cure, inner peace and outdoor dynamism, and building a immunity and healthcare. The demonstration by the yoga trainers, when practiced with the earnestness, will keep our health fit and mind fresh and create fresh thoughts and bring better lifestyle and lives. The credit for conducting the International Yoga Day belongs to our own mother country, India. Yes, it was our beloved and respected Honorable Prime Minister of India, Sri Narendra Modi ji, who proposed in the United Nations General Assembly advocating observance of International Yoga Day across the world on 21st, culminating in the first International Yoga Day of yoga observed around the world on June 21st, June 2015. SARC is organizing this 3-day yoga event with the aim of creating awareness in the minds of our professional fraternity, the value of yoga. It is suggested that you approach the trainers in this field to have further understanding and to perform the different forms of yoga if you're interested. I am sure the participants would be much benefited by following the guidance of the trainers, who will kind enough to spare their valuable time to offer us a different way of life for a better tomorrow. Once again, I welcome all of you for yet another healthcare program. With this, I request Pambanna, CA Pambanna, the chairman of CSR Committee of SARC, to introduce the trainer of today's program.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. As you all are aware that International Yoga Day is observed on year 21st June as a mandate in the US to highlight the importance of practice, define a physical and mental and spiritual, at the same time helping the people to lead a healthier life. So on behalf of the occasion of International Yoga Day, we at SARC is organizing a 3 days yoga sessions for the members. As you all aware that yoga is having more benefits. It improves the flexibility and strength. Yoga stretches your muscles. Stand-up stator, many poses in yoga can strengthen your core muscles in your stomach and back, and also eases the stress and anxiety levels and reduces the low back pain and improves sleep. These are all many benefits which are having yoga. And so our chairman has thought that it will be many benefits as our lifestyle is sedentary for the many chartered accountants. And also during this pandemic, to increase our yoga and pranayama, increases oxygen levels in the body. And it gives a greater immunity for ourselves. And here we have our famous instructor from Bangalore, Neha Banu, with us. And she is Certified Yoga International Yoga Academy from SVYASA. She is a founder of Rooftop Yoga, and she has been teaching yoga for last 6 years. And before that, she has worked at the startup organization, which gave her the understanding about the lifestyle of employees and their stress levels with their health conditions, as aware that their body condition at work. So she is helping many employees and coming up with a YouTube channel, Yoga for Cure, where you can visit the channel and you can take benefit out of the daily free yoga sessions with Neha. And her accomplishments, she is association with Indian Army, have conducted sessions for an Indian Army in the occasion of International Yoga Day 2019 for 4,000 Army officers. It was a very proud moment on her career. And so she has been conducting a yoga program on Kannada News Channel TV5 till end 2019, and conducted a yoga session for many corporates, Jockey Fitness event for the yoga with the 300 people, conducted yoga session for a corporate like KPMG, Toyota, Shan and Tally and more, and have trained thousands of people to get better at their health and mentally and physically. And she has been running a yoga studio in the name of Rooftop Yoga for the last 4 years. And our YouTube channel is Yoga for Cure. And people, members, definitely these 3 days we are taking care. But henceforth, if you want to visit our YouTube channel also, you can visit that YouTube Yoga for Cure. And with this brief introduction, I will welcome you on behalf of SIRC and on behalf of CSR committee, madam, and wholeheartedly welcome you. And I always wholeheartedly welcome all the participants for today's yoga session. And now over to the instructor, Neha.
Thank you so much, sir. I'm really glad that I'm here today on the occasion of International Yoga Day, where I'm able to help a lot of people to practice yoga in a very simple way. So in this group today, we have various age group. Okay. So what I want to tell before starting the practice, there are a lot of things at times, a lot of asanas people might not be able to practice at times. If they find certain postures difficult, if they find certain things difficult, because I might not be able to correct each one of them in the session, right? But I'll try to demonstrate most of the asanas and everything here, which you can see and practice. My only request, if you find something hard to practice, please do not force yourself. Take things very light. Do not compare your posture that, okay, it's not coming so better, so I have to push myself. So take it very easy. Do how much ever you can. If you feel tired in between, take enough breaks. And if possible, try not to have a lot of water. In case if you feel thirsty, take a small 1 sip of water so that you feel comfortable and you can continue with the session. At any given point, if you feel like you need a break, feel free to be in child posture or shavasana. And whenever you feel comfortable and better, you can get back to the practice along with me. I hope that all the instructions are clear. And in this session, we will be covering warm-up, loosening up the entire body, and then Surya Namaskara. A lot of people can practice Surya Namaskara, and if somebody cannot practice Surya Namaskara, they can continue a warm-up for a little longer or practice only certain posture, which I can tell you. Okay. The next one, we'll be covering few asanas, which will help you to stretch your upper body, spine, hip joints, and lower body. Moving forward, we'll have pranayama session, very basic and a simple pranayama, which everybody can practice. And if I feel somebody cannot practice, I'll give the modification. Moving ahead, we'll have a meditation session, a very short and a quick session of meditation, which everybody can practice without any restrictions. And in the end, we'll practice Shavasana, which will actually help you to relax completely. And then we can wind up the session. I hope everybody is very clear. So let's start the session. Just raise your hands up so it will give me the motivation and feel that everybody is ready. All are up for the session now with a nice smile, because yoga should be fun and should be relaxing. Okay, awesome. So before we start, I want you to be on the mat. If possible, please keep the video on. It will be really nice for me to see you practicing. If there are certain things, if I feel somebody is doing wrong, whomever I can, I'll try to correct. Okay. So fix up the camera in such a way that I can see your mat. Get on your mat. First, sit in Sukhasana or Vajrasana, whatever posture works very well for you. Now, All of you close your eyes. Keep your shoulders straight. Drop your hands down on the thighs. Lift your chin up. Keep your forehead relaxed. Have a gentle smile on your face. Don't keep your face very strict. Now, let us start with 3 deep breath in, breath out, which will actually keep our mind and body in place to start the session. Take a deep breath in along with me with eyes closed. Inhale and exhale. A peaceful breath. One more. Inhale and exhale. The last one. Inhale and exhale. All right, now slowly open your eyes, and if you can stand, I would request all of you to stand on your mat. If you cannot stand, you can continue the stretches sitting on the mat. Okay. Now keep your both the legs slightly apart from each other, and if possible, please keep the video on. All right. The first one, let us start with the neck rotation. Keep your both the hands relaxed on waist. Let's start with the neck to moving towards the right and left. So as you inhale, you turn your neck to the right, exhale to the left. Inhale to the right, exhale to the left. Continue for 3 more rounds. Inhale 1 and exhale out. Inhale 1 and exhale out. Last one, inhale and exhale. Now same thing up and down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Now 3 rotation, both the sides for your neck, covering the complete rotation. Exhale, drop your neck down, put it to the left, back, right, and down. Continue. 2, inhale and exhale. 3, inhale and exhale, drop your neck down. Now same thing the other side. Inhale, right, left and down. Right, left and down. Don't move your shoulder. Move your neck all around and center. Moving forward, once you're done with the neck, get your both the hands to the shoulder. Okay, now shoulder rotation. 1, all the way up and down. 2, up and down. 3, up and down. 4, up and down. And the last one, inhale, exhale. Now opposite side, open up your chest. 1, forward. 2, forward. 3, forward. 4, forward. 5, and forward, drop it down. Now, take your both the hands straight forward. Make your both the wrist fist tight. Now, ankle rotation. Few counts of ankle rotation. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then change the other way around, anti-clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, drop it down. Now, this is a very important exercise. The next one, this is for your knee, to strengthen your knee. Anybody is going with a knee pain? Otherwise also you must practice. All you have to do is stand straight, focus on your knee, and then lift your heel with inhalation, tighten your knee and drop it down. Now, let us all practice this 20 counts together. 1, down, 2, down. Just lift your heel up, drop it down. Lift your heel and body up, drop it down. Just tighten your knee and drop it down. Let us continue this like 10 more counts. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Now, take your right leg forward and do an ankle rotation. Take a help of the wall if you're losing the balance. Otherwise, just hold and do it clockwise first. Now anti-clockwise. Drop your ankle down. Same thing the other side. Take your left leg forward. Clockwise. Ankle rotation. Now anti-clockwise. Drop it down. Now let's take our focus to the hands once again. Okay. Let's do a hands rotation. A big circle creating from you both the hands for 10 counts each. Breathe in, breathe out. Do it faster according to your capacity. If you can do it faster, you can do it faster. If you want to do it slow, you can do it slow. Perfect. Now anti-clockwise, open up your arms. A big circle. Create a big circle. And drop it down. Now stand straight. I want you to bend forward, but with your knee slightly bent. Okay. Now bend your knee a little. Exhale, bend forward. Just feel your spine. You can feel the kind of a tightness in your shoulder and in your spine. If you have a BP problem, anybody, try to look up. Don't try to look down, just look up. Stay here. 5. Make sure that your knees are bent. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come to center. Okay. Now, all of you drop your knee down and your palm down. I want you to come to a cat and cow posture where you keep both the knee apart from each other. Both the knee should have 1 arm distance. Your knee to the palm should be 1 arm and 1 palm distance. Okay, perfect. Take your attention to the lower back, extreme lower back. Okay, this is a warm up for your spine. As you inhale, take your spine in, look up, open up your chest, complete breath in, and exhale, round your shoulder, look down to the stomach. Inhale up, and exhale, round your shoulder. Continue this. This can be practiced by anybody. Inhale up and exhale. If you have a back pain, this posture is a really blessing for you. You should be doing this every single day. This will actually help you to increase the flexibility of your spine because you do a desk job for long. And also strengthen your spine so that you can sit for longer hours. This is called Marjari Asana and Mithila. It is famously known as cat and cow posture. Now, from here, slowly come up. You're going to practice Surya Namaskaram. Okay. Now, if anybody has got extreme high BP where they cannot do the Surya Namaskara, you continue to do the warm up once again and the cat and cow posture. Or you try Surya Namaskara very slowly for 2 to 3 counts. Otherwise, people who have a back pain, every time you bend forward, make sure that you bend your knee. This is for the back pain people who have back pain. Otherwise, people who can practice generally, please follow along with me. Let us practice Surya Namaskara for 6 counts. Ready? Let's start. Now, come to the center, spine straight, both the palms together in Namaskara Mudra. As you inhale, lift your both the hands up straight, give a gentle back bend. Exhale, slowly bend forward. If you have a back pain, then bend your knee. If you can't reach your floor, otherwise also bend your knee, that's okay. Inhale, take your right leg all the way back and drop your back knee down. If you have a knee problem, knee pain, then don't drop your knee down, hold your body up. Take your leg back to full plank. As you exhale, drop your knee down and chest down in between both the palms. Raise your chest up to Bhujanga. Now, slowly come up to Parvatasana. Drop your heels down only if you can. Otherwise, keep your heels up.
As you inhale, take your right leg in between both the palms. As you exhale, left leg forward in between both the palms. Inhale, lift your both the hands up straight, give a gentle back bend. Exhale, palm together, Namaskar Mudra. Let's try once again the second round. Inhale, lift your both the hands up straight. Exhale, slowly bend forward. Try to go as slow as possible. Left leg back all the way and look forward. Ashwa Sanchalana. Right leg back. Knee down, chest down. This posture is Ashtanga, which is extremely helpful to increase the oxygen level in the body, which all of us need. Inhale, come up to Bhujangasana. This posture is very good for your spine. Make sure that you keep your toes out. For the back pain, this posture is very helpful. You should add it in your regular practice. Now tuck your toe in. Come to Parvatasana. And try dropping your heels down. Look down to the stomach. Breathe in. If you have a high BP, then don't drop your neck down. Always look forward in Parvatasana. Only if you have a high BP. Left leg in between both the palms. Look forward. Right leg forward. Look down to the knee. If you have a high BP, then look forward. Inhale, come up. Give a back bend. Exhale, palm together. Namaskar Mudra. Now inhale, lift your both the hands up straight again. Exhale, slowly bend forward. When you are going down slowly, make sure that you follow your breath and observe your breath. Inhale, right leg back. Lift your chin up, look forward. Left leg back to full plank. Look down to the floor. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, knee down, chest down, chin down. Hip should be off the mat. Drop your stomach down as you inhale. Lift your chest all the way up to Bhujangasana. Look up. This will give you a nice stretch for your throat, which is also good for hypothyroidism if anybody has. Tuck your toe in, come to Parvatasana. Remember to look forward if you have a BP, don't forget that. Right leg in between both the palms and look forward. If the leg is not coming forward, it's okay, don't worry about it. Left leg forward, exhale, look down. Inhale, come up, give a back bend. Exhale, palm together. The fourth one. Inhale, lift your both the hands up straight. Exhale, bend forward. Take your left leg back and look forward. Right leg back. Take a deep breath in. While exhaling, drop your knee down and chest down. Toe pointing out. Inhale, come to Bhujangasana. If you have very back tight, then you can also bend your elbow and be here. You don't have to force yourself. Now, from Bhujangasana, come to Parvatasana, drop your heels down. Left leg in between both the palms. Exhale, right leg forward. Inhale, come up, give a back bend. Exhale, palm together, Namaskar Mudra. Let's try the fifth one. Inhale up, give a back bend. Exhale, bend forward. Right leg all the way back. Left leg all the way back. Knee down and chest down. Inhale, come up, give up. Again, back stretch, Bhujangasana, look up. Tuck your toe and then lift your knee and hip up. Come to Parvatasana. Make sure that you take a long breath in, breath out. Take your right leg in between both the palms. Look forward. Take your left leg forward, stay here. Now inhale up, give a gentle back bend. Exhale, palm together. Now one last round. Inhale up. Exhale, bend forward. Take your left leg back. Right leg back. Knee down, chest down, chin down. Inhale, come to Bhujangasana. Parvatasana. I want all to stay in this posture for next 5 breaths. If your hamstrings are too tight, bend your knee, keep your spine straight if you want. Hold 5. Tuck your tummy in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg forward. Right. Inhale up, back bend. Exhale, relax, palm together. Now come to center. Drop your hands down. I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Keep your eyes closed. Relax. Just observe your body a little and see how are you breathing. Stay there. Now I'm sure all of you must be feeling little warm because after the warm-up, Surya Namaskar actually makes your body temperature a little more high. This is the best thing if you want to do any exercises. If you are allowed to do Surya Namaskara, I would say definitely practice 8 to 10 Surya Namaskaras every day before you start your workout or your practice routine. All right. Once you feel you're feeling better, now get both the legs together. Now, keep your spine straight. Don't lift your heels up. Now, as you inhale, you're going to take your right hand all the way up. Okay? And you're going to extend your right elbow a little more up. So from here, lift your hand up. So as you inhale, you're going to take your tummy in. As you exhale, you're going to bend to the side, a complete side, and come back to center. Let us do this 10 times to feel our side a little more. Now inhale, exhale, bend to the side, come back to center. 2, side, come back to center. 3, come back to center. 4, center. 5, center. 6, center. 7, center. 8, center. 9, complete stretch. Center. 10. Now bend to the side as much as you can. Keep your hand behind the ear and look up the ceiling. Stay here. 5, 4. Bend your maximum and look at your ceiling. 3, 2. Long breathe in, breathe out. 1. Come to center. Drop your hand down. I'm sure you can feel your right side. So let us see the same thing, the left. Left hand all the way up. Push your hand goes out. Inhale, tuck your tummy in. Exhale to the side. Give your maximum stretching capacity, but not overdo it. Center. 2. Center. 3. Center. 4. Center. And the last one, 5. This is called a deeper stretch when you give the maximum stretch for the body, for you to feel more. Now keep your hand behind the ear. Now open up your chest and look at the ceiling. Now you can literally feel your side. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come up and drop your hands down.
The next one, you're going to push your hip back and then bend your knee. Make sure that your knee is not crossing your toe. This is a wrong posture where you put all the effort on your knee and have a knee pain. So push your hip back, lift your spine little up. Okay, if you are here, if you're able to feel your thighs, lift your hands all the way up next to the ears. I want you to stay here for 10 counts. Please hold, do not give up. It's a very simple posture, just hold. 10, 9, your thighs should be bent 60 degrees. 8, look forward. 7, 6, stay with me. 5, breathe, breathe, breathe. 4, and focus on your breath. 2, 3, 2, 1. First, drop your hands down and slowly stand up. Can you feel your thighs? Now take a deep breath in, deep breath out. I'm giving such posture which majority everybody can practice irrespective of any kind of a health issues. Okay, so if you feel comfortable, you please do it. Yeah. Unless and until you find it very hard, then you can skip. Let us try this one more time. Yes? Show me your thumbs up. Perfect. Let's do one more time. Inhale up, hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, hold on. 3, 2, and 1. Drop your hands first. Inhale, come up. Now you can feel your thighs a little more. These postures will actually strengthen your thighs a little more. So definitely practice. Even if you feel like giving up, you can continue a little longer. Now, the last one more time, we are going to work on our thighs with the help of this posture, Utkatasana. Now, bend your knee. Once again, the last one, lift your hands up. This posture, strengthen your shoulder because you stretch your shoulders out. Strengthen your spine because you're extending and giving a mild stretch. Also strengthen your thighs. So let us stay here for 10 more counts again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your hands down and slowly up. Now, slowly move your legs a little more forward and back. Kind of a jog at your place just to relax your thighs a little more. Breathe in, breathe out. Remember, breathe is the key. The more you breathe, the more you feel relaxed. Now, you're going to practice a tree posture, a balancing posture, which helps to give us more concentration and balance in our mind and body. How do we do that? There are 3 steps which all of us can practice without falling. Okay. First, focus on the leg which is going to be on the floor. For example, right leg is going to be on the floor. Second thing, look forward, pick up an eye gaze. Okay. So pick up a spot and make sure that you don't turn around. You're going to watch. Third one, slowly hold and stay. As far as you're comfortable. Don't drop it on the thigh and lift your hands up. Keep watching the eye gaze which you have fixed up. Once you feel like you have enough balance, and place it here. Once you place it here, stay and hold. If you're comfortable, then raise your hands up. Otherwise, this is also good. Lift your both the hands up only if you can. Once you raise your hands up, open up your chest, create an arch in your back. Try to open up your chest and give a stretch to the spine. We'll all stay here for 5 counts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly drop your hands down. Take your ankle and keep it apart. So basically, you're going to keep both the legs apart from each other. Okay. So Take your both the hands to the shoulder level. Turn your palm to the center. Left foot pointing outside. Okay, but keep your chest in center. Inhale, take your tummy in. Exhale, bend to the side and hold your ankle or the knee, how much ever you can. Okay, try to give the stretch. If you can, look up at the ceiling or you can look forward. We'll stay here. 5. You go further only based on your capacity. 3. Long breathe in, long breathe out. 2. And 1. Slowly come to center. Take your leg forward in center. Hands on the waist. Legs together. Now let's practice tree posture the other way around. First, focus on the left foot now because we are taking the right leg off. Hold your leg. Pick up an eye gaze. Make sure that you're not turning your eyesight. Look at it. And then place it to the thighs. Wait for your body to have the balance. Don't be in a hurry to lift your hands. Only once you feel you have enough balance, only then lift your hands up straight and hold. Keep your eyes closed because the moment you close your eyes, you might lose the balance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly drop your hands down. Now, take a help from your hand to the ankle. Now, place it out. Okay. Once you place, if you want, you can have little more distance between both the legs. Now, open up your chest, palm facing forward. And your right foot will face outside, but your chest will still remain in center. Inhale. Exhale, as if you're moving towards the right side. Bend to the side, not to the front. Open up your chest. Now your hand, it should not go here or here. It should be straight. Both the hands should be in straight line. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back to center. Hands on the waist. Get your legs together. Okay, now from here, take your legs a little more closer, maybe 2.5, 3 feet apart, both the toe pointing outside, 45 degrees, just toe pointing outside, hands on the waist. Now, all you're going to do is you're going to focus, inhale, and you're going to go down. Slowly, very slowly, inhale, you go down, and exhale, you come up. You should have 3.5 feet distance between your both the legs. Now inhale once again. You're going to go down and hold there for 5 counts. Stay with me. 5, 4. Get deeper if you can. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come up. Can you feel your thighs a little more? Let's do it one more time. Stay here for 5 counts with me. Hands on the waist. Inhale. Keep your legs wider. Exhale, slowly go down. This will help to increase the flexibility in hip joint. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly. And get your legs closer and relax your thighs. The moment you feel some posture is painful, but not very hard to do it, you should find the difference. If just because your thighs are burning, you should not give up. You should practice and get over it. Okay. Now slowly come down. We are going to practice few more asanas on the mat. I want all of you to first start with hip joint opening, which is butterfly posture. I'm sure most of you would have tried it. All you're going to do is bend your both the heels. If you have a knee pain, then keep your heels apart from the hip. Keep it forward. Keep it much more relaxed. If you don't have any knee pain, keep your both the heels closer to the hip. Something like this. Open up your chest. Keep your spine in a straight line. Now, I want all of you to close your eyes. Okay. Once you close your eyes, then you start moving your knee up and down.
just the butterfly posture. When you're doing this posture, keep your eyes closed and start taking a long breath for about 5 to 10 counts. Eyes closed. 1, 2, bigger plates. 3, 4, and 5. Slowly stop the practice. Now, stretch your right leg out, only your right leg out, and keep your left heel inside. Okay. Now from here, if you can, from the right hand, hold your big toe. If you can't hold your big toe, hold your ankle or hold your knee. That's fine. Okay. I'm able to hold my big toe, so I'm holding. So you do it depending on your capacity. Keep your left shoulder out. Look at the ceiling outside. Okay. Now slowly bend your right knee. If you can, bend your right knee. Otherwise, you hold here. Sorry, right elbow towards the right knee. Now, as you inhale, left hand, open up your arm. Over the head, try to hold your wrist or the head. Now, if you can't do this, keep your hand in the air. That is okay. Don't force yourself unnecessarily. Keep going further. If you think you can reach your toe or your hand, then you hold your wrist. Take a deep breath in, breath out. Hold. 5. Long breathing, long breathe out. 4. 3, 2, and slowly come back to center and release. Now, same thing, let's try the other side. Bend your right leg inside and I'm opening my left leg out. First thing, from the left hand, hold your left big toe. Keep your shoulders outside. Don't turn towards the left side. Okay. Now, bend your knee. Open up your chest. As you inhale, lift your hand up. As you exhale, extend further, how much ever you can. 4, 5, 4. Feel your breath. Feel the stillness when you're holding into the posture. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come up, and exhale, center. Now from here, open up your right leg and left leg, both the legs, and keep it wide. Now this can be difficult for a lot of people and easy for few of them. So if you think widening is difficult, keep it little inside, how much ever you can. Okay, open it up based on your priority. If you have a stiff pain, stiff back, then take a help of the wall. Okay, keep you both the hands together. What you're going to do, you're going to move your hip around your leg very mild. You're going to turn towards the right side. Now slowly extend your hands and slowly make a big circle and come to center. As you inhale, come to center. As you exhale, create a big circle. Let us do this 10 counts. Now you can also count your number and move. So this one posture is helpful for so many things. Please continue doing it. I'll explain few of the benefits which will actually motivate. This will help to increase the flexibility in your lower back, flexibility in your hip joints, flexibility in the hamstring, by which you can do so many asanas, by which you can sit comfortably on the floor if you have not been able to. So practicing this every day can easily help. And for women, if they have PCOD or any problem, this can be very, very helpful. They should practice every single day. I think 3 to 4 counts more left. 4, 3, 2, breathe in, breathe out accordingly, and 1, center. Perfect. Now let's try the opposite side. Start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come to center. Now,
Once you come to center, if you find here the body is too tight, hold here. If you can go further, take your one step ahead. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out, one more step ahead. So now based on your flexibility, take your hands further and hold. If you can stay here comfortably, hold. If you can go down completely, you can go down. If you can hold here, you can hold. Let us stay here for at least 5 counts. Close your eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come to center. Now after this, you need to stretch your, as you've already stretched your legs enough, you need to relax your legs accordingly, right? So for that, you're going to come to Sukhasana. Okay? Hold your both the legs inside. Sukhasana, or if you can do Padmasana, you can do Padmasana also. Now, from here, spine up straight, drop your hands down. Inhale once. When you exhale, extend your hands and drop your head down. Stay here. Now you can feel that your legs are being compressed. You can feel a good stretch. Just hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come to center. Now from here, we are going to change the leg other way side. Just right leg, bring it up to left. Now from here, inhale and exhale, drop your hands down. With a long breath in, breath out, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come up to center. Now from here, release your both the legs, turn around and lie down on your back. Okay, we're going to practice a bridge posture now to strengthen and do a flexibility for our lower back once again. As you can lie down on your back, keep your both the legs bent. Keep your heels slightly closer to the hip but not touching the hip. And both the hands next to the hip, palm facing down. I hope you all can see me. From here, hip, lift your hip all the way up with the inhalation and slowly drop it down. Let's do this 10 more times. 1, inhale up and down. 2 up and down. 3 up and down. 4 up and down. 5 up and down. 6 up. Continue and down. Keep pushing your hip up as much as you can. 7 up and down. 8 up and down. 9 up and down. And the last one, 10, you're going to hold up and stay there. Inhale, lift your hip up and hold. Your mind stretch to the spine. Hold. 5, 4. You can interlock your both the fingers and stretch your elbows also if you want. Otherwise, you can just hold here normally. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly drop your hip down. Now, bend your both the knee to the chest and stay. If you have a BP, blood pressure problem, then just stay here. If you don't have, then slowly exhale, lift your forehead to the knee and drop it down. We'll do this like 3 to 4 times. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Last one time, you're going to lift our head up and stay. Give a tight hug to yourself and hold. 5. Don't stress your neck. If you find it hard, then you can keep your neck relaxed. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly drop your heels down. And you can see the blood flow in the head. You can see the blood rush going up all the way and being relaxed. Now from here, stretch your both the legs straight. Now bend your right knee to the chest. Keep pulling it to the chest. Inhale
Exhale, lift your forehead to the knee. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Now you release your right leg. Let's try the same thing the left side. Bend your left knee. Hold it. Closer to the chest. Inhale. Exhale, lift your forehead up and hold there for 5 breaths. If you're finding keeping your forehead closer to the knee, you can also keep it on the head, keep it on the floor and be relaxed. Okay, let's stay for 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax, drop it down. Now, one more. A nice twist to the spine, I think, which you should do every single day. Bend you both the knee to the chest. Okay. Now open up your arms to the shoulder level. Keep your both the hands on the floor. Now drop your both the knee to the right side on the floor. Turn your head to the left. Stay here, a twist. So if you don't understand, see once again. Bend your knee to the chest. Open up your both the hands to shoulder level. You're going to push your both the knee to the right side on the floor, and you're going to turn your head to the right, and you're going to stay here for 5 counts. Please close your eyes. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come to center. Drop it down the other way around. Drop it to the left side and hold. 5, 4, continue, 3, 2, and 1. Come to center. Stretch your both the legs straight forward. Now slowly turn towards your right side and slowly sit up and come to the mat into Sukhasana once again. All of you. Slowly come back. Come to Sukhasana. All right. So now let us practice a pranayama, the major part of yoga. So I read somewhere, I generally read books, and I went across few lines which I actually felt so true. It was written that if you really want to be happy mentally, if you want to be peaceful, if you want to be relaxed, if you want to find some peace, then you have to practice pranayama. In yoga, there are so many ways of practicing yoga, right? Pranayama, asana, meditation. But a lot of times we give preference to asana because it's easy. But if you don't practice pranayama, the yoga is incomplete. It could be any simple pranayama. There are so many. Pick up whatever works well for you and just spend at least 5 to 10 minutes practicing it, because it has a direct effect on your entire internal organ system. So here. So first we'll start with a very helpful pranayama for a lot of health diseases, which is Kapalbhati. Okay, but yet now some of you might have problem. Ask me question like, if I have a high BP, I cannot practice Kapalbhati, right? Now you can still practice Kapalbhati, but in a very small number and a very slow way. Okay, so now I'll quickly demonstrate, then you can pick up the way you can practice and practice accordingly. Now, if you are above 60 and if you have not been practicing for so long, and if you have any kind of health issues, especially BP, then you have to practice this pranayama very slowly. Both the hands in Chin Mudra, keep your shoulders relaxed. You're going to take your tummy inside and exhale forcefully from your nostril. Okay. So the way, whatever I mentioned now, who can practice, should be this way. Exhale and take a pause. Exhale and take a pause for long. Exhale and take a pause. So exhale should be forcefully from the nostril. Inhale should be passive. We should not be visible. But then do this very slowly. For example, okay, do this 20 counts and take a break and again do the 20 counts. Others, people who have no issues
with the body. If they don't have any kind of a medication going on, if they don't have any kind of a hypertension, high BP, then they can practice normally the way I'll be showing now. Okay, so let's all start and practice this for 30 counts and make sure that your eyes are closed. Okay, so whoever know this very well, please continue. We've been practicing, who know the instructions. Others can practice along with me for 30 and then relax. And as I mentioned, above 60, please practice the way I've told you the first. Okay, now let's start all of us. Close your eyes, inhale. Start exhaling for 30 counts. I have done my 30. Please keep your eyes closed. Now just focus on your breath and make sure that you're breathing in and breathing out slow and relaxed. And just say, what do you feel within? A long breath in, a long breath out. People who are still continuing with the very slow variation, please continue till 20. Now, all of you stop this pranayama. All of you keep your eyes closed. From your thumb, just close your right nostril. Just practice along with me. Close your right nostril. Inhale from the left. Close your left. Exhale from the right. Inhale from the right. Exhale from the left. Inhale from the left. Exhale from the right. Inhale from the right. Exhale from the left. Inhale from the left. Exhale from the right. Inhale from the right. Exhale from the left. Inhale from the left. Now just continue this pattern for some more time. Just continue to breathe in and breathe out. This pranayama is very powerful, but yet very simple. Anybody can practice any number of time, anywhere and anytime. This doesn't have any restrictions. Any health issues you have got, you can practice this. If you're struggling with anxiety, if you're struggling with any kind of depression or a stress or any kind of mental stress, you must practice this pranayama, as this pranayama brings the balance of all the nadis. In our body, we have 72,000 nadis. So any nadis has any kind of a mess up, then you'll have any kind of other results, which you might find that you have headache or a stress, laziness, tiredness. You never know what is the reason. But practicing this pranayama can really put an end to all these issues. You can feel relaxed, you feel better, you feel good from within. So at least 5 minutes every day morning you practice this. It's extremely helpful for your lungs. Okay, for the lungs health. Now slowly drop your hands down. Keep your eyes closed. Once you drop your hand down, once you close your eyes, let us practice a deep breathing from the stomach, from the chest. So when you inhale, you're going to fill the air into the chest and stomach. Let your stomach bloat, and exhale, your stomach contracts and your entire air from the stomach comes out from your nostril. Let us practice this 6 times. Inhale, fill the air in, chest and stomach blows out. Exhale, stomach goes in, chest goes in, and air goes out. Inhale once again. Slow and a deep. Exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale out. Try to keep your mind and breath relaxed. Inhale and exhale. Eyes closed. Inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. Now slowly get your breath back to normal. Please don't fall asleep. We have still a few more things to go. Now, one request. I want all of you to unmute yourself for like maybe 30-40 seconds. I want you to practice Omkara all together. Okay. So yoga is a lifestyle. It is not a religion. That is what I always believe in. You do it for yourself and not for anyone else. If you're comfortable practicing Omkara, you can practice. If you're not comfortable with practicing Omkara, you can keep yourself muted. I want all of you to unmute and practice with me so that you can feel the vibe. You can feel all of us practicing Omkara together. Can we do this? Let us all unmute for 30 seconds or so. You can still continue to keep yourself, keep your video off, but then unmute. I can't see anybody unmute. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, unmute yourself.
Yeah, madam. Yeah.
I can see most of you have kept yourself unmute. Okay. All right. So let us practice Omkar. Okay. All of you can hear me, right? All right. Both the hands in Chin Mudra. We're going to practice Omkara only 6 times. Okay. And please do not drag it. Inhale with the Omkara, exhale and stop. Let us do it. Eyes closed. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 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 The last one all together. Inhale. Keep your eyes closed. Now you just see the vibrations taking place in your mind, in your body, with a long breath in, with a breath out. Keep yourself completely relaxed and keep your mind empty. Just focus and see what kind of a sensation do you feel at this moment. The silence, the stillness, you won't be getting any thoughts right now because it will be filled with the vibrations, a positive vibrations all over your mind and the body. By default, your breath will be slow, which is a big sign of being relaxed. You can see yourself much closely. All you can do is just focus on your breath at this moment. Just see how are you breathing in and breathing out. A very powerful thing which we can never imagine is our breath, which can change a state of our mind, state of our body, can release us with so many varieties of diseases, mentally and physically. All we have to do is breathe in certain way, in certain style every single day. Breathing with awareness can bring your mind active. Now keep your eyes closed. Now slowly lie down on your back on your mat. Please do not open your eyes. Lie down on your back into Shavasana. And just for a few seconds, drop your entire body weight on the floor. Just lie down on your back, drop your entire body weight down, close your eyes, turn your palm to the ceiling, and you can see that your entire body is completely relaxed. Leave it loose. And continue to take a long breath in and a long breath out. For a second, just feel that you're leaving the entire body weight on the floor and you can see yourself being super light. Take your attention to the whole body from your top to toe. Just observe your body and see if you have any kind of a sensation taking place. Do not move. Close your eyes. Just stay there on the floor. Experience the stillness. Stillness has a lot of power, which we generally don't realize because we don't know how to be still. Without movement, can help you to get your mind calm. With a long breath in, with a long breath out. Now slowly, keep your eyes closed. Now slowly get your both the hands closer to the body and legs closer to the body. Bend your both the knee and lift your right hand straight over the head on the floor, left hand on the stomach. Now turn towards your right side and slowly sit up into Sukhasana, but with your eyes closed. Please sit up, but keep your eyes closed. Do not open your eyes. Take one last long breath in and breath out for the session. Get your both the palm together in Namaskara Mudra. Now rub your both the palm nicely and make it warm. Make it warm, make it warm, make it warm, and drop it on your eyes. Feel the warmness on your face. Once again, rub your both the palm nicely for at least 4 to 5 seconds. Drop it on your face. Now open your eyes and look into your palm. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for each one of you for participating and practicing and experiencing this. So this is Neha and I'm from Bangalore. I don't know how much you guys have understood the practice, or at times you would have done some small mistakes here and there. And unfortunately, I would not be able to correct it here because it's online and I won't be able to see you, right? So I have a YouTube channel. I created this channel in for the reason that I wanted to reach a lot of people, and I wanted to help them with yoga with a lot of mild and small details. So I have created so many videos, more than 250 videos, more than 50 videos, I guess, where I have explained about so many things in details, about so many diseases, about regular practice for seniors, chair yoga, for so many health issues, for flexibility. You can, if you think you want any kind of a help with my videos, you can go to the channel. You can find whatever works well for you. Only if you think it is suitable for you, you can practice along with me there. And also, I have come with so many series for the people who want to practice regularly. I have come up with 10-day series, 7-day series, 5-day series. So 21-day series for beginners for different reasons. So I leave it on you. If you think you want to try, you can go there. You can see, you can practice along with that. You can also leave your comments. Usually I read the comments. Okay. And thank you so much for all of you to take a part and to practice along with me.
Thank you, madam. On behalf of SIRC of ICI and all the participants, I thank for your wonderful session. It was a very good session. I hope everyone has enjoyed the stretches through yoga. And over to Pannaraj sir for formal vote of thanks.
Good morning, everyone, once again, and a very happy learning for the day. The first day itself, the madam has made us a bit quick and faster to gear up to the next 2 days program also. And I think last program, it is an extension of the previous program, which was held for 1 week, and it is very useful program, and most of the members must have benefited from this. I thank you very much, Neha madam, for your time and passion to teach, and with your background of so much of experience, you have taken out time to be here to give the guidance on yoga and being how to be fit. And I hope most of the members would be happy to use your videos, because we chartered accountants are having sedentary life. Like most of us are made forced to sit for at least 8 to 10 hours on most of the days. So your exercises, yoga definitely will help us. Thank you very much for your time on behalf of SIRC of ICI.
Yes, I think I'm getting a lot of messages here. They're asking for the name of the channel. I think I've missed mentioning it. The name of the channel is Yoga for Cure. Thank you for telling me that I forgot to mention this here. Yeah, it's Yoga for Cure. And yes, thank you so much, sir, for giving me this opportunity to teach and to help you guys a little bit of a lifestyle and a little bit of a yoga. Thank you so much, and happy to help anytime. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, madam. And I request all the participants to, so tomorrow also same timing, 7:15 to 8:30. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Don't waste the session, please.
Thank you, Pampana, and chairman of the SIRC also, Jalpati sir. Thank you all the delegates for having joined for this program. Once again,